In this video, I'll show you how to access and use the InfoBurst portal. Let's start with access. From your web browser, Internet Explorer or Chrome, you'll enter the portal address. As you see here on my screen, the default address is InfoBurst server name, port 8551/portal, or your InfoBurst administrator may provide a custom URL. That will take us to the portal login screen where we provide our InfoBurst credentials. And let's start with the portal home, which will display one or more folders containing portal content. Let's look at the sales group folder, and within that we have a few subfolders. Dashboards and weekly sales will open weekly sales, and then this folder, performance by state, is a folder named for the report that was delivered to the folder, and within it we see what are called content groups. So when InfoBurst delivers content to the portal, it will group content together based on various criteria for the purposes of versioning. So in this example, we have a report that was burst for two values, California and Florida, and it was also published for two different formats, HTML and PDF. So we end up with four distinct content groups, and within each group we can see that there are a number of versions of each type of report for each state value. So in each content group you can see we have 30 versions with the two most current versions showing. Each content group will have an icon representing the format type. So here we have our HTML content, here we have our PDF content, the same for the state Florida, PDF and HTML. And the content group will also display this orange new icon when we have content in the group that we have not yet viewed. So let's open the HTML California content group. HTML is rendered inline within the portal. This also applies for the PDF format and the PNG image format. Any other format type, text, Excel, or other formats can be delivered to the portal, but these are files to be downloaded versus viewed natively within the portal. On the left-hand side, we see the content section. If the report is web intelligence and the report has multiple report tabs, you will see those rendered as hyperlinks under contents. We can browse between the different tabs of the report. Below that we have the versions. So you can see here we've delivered this report 30 times. We see 30 different versions, and we can browse between the different versions that are stored within the portal. Let's go back and now look at the PDF content group for State California, a different format. Again, the PDF is rendered inline. On the left, again, we see the versions. So we've delivered 30 different versions of this report to the portal. And on the right, we see the PDF viewer, which gives us access to things like the bookmarks. This is a bookmark that's created by business objects when the PDF is generated, and each bookmark is a different report tab. So this is how we can browse between the different report tabs in the PDF file. And we also have access to print the PDF file or download it. Let's look at some other file types. Let's go back to the weekly sales folder, sales group, and here we have a folder containing a SWF dashboard, which was exported from SAP Dashboards or Excelsius. So these can be delivered to the portal, and they can be viewed natively within the portal. We can see the dashboard renders right here in our browser. Let's go over to the finance group folder and this performance by state folder, and here you can see an Excel file that's been delivered to the portal, different versions, different content groups. And so here we can see the multiple versions, and if necessary we can download those, and I'll show you how to download in just a moment. Okay. Let's go back to the portal home and then into sales group, weekly sales, and performance by state. So within the portal there's the concept of favorites. So we might be given access to multiple folders and multiple content groups within those folders, but perhaps there's a specific set of content that we'd like to keep our eye on or favorite. So let's say we would like to favorite the Florida HTML content group, and we'd like to be able to quickly browse to that content group and see when new content's been delivered. If we select our edit icon here, which is the little pencil icon on the top right, we have access to add this content group as a favorite. If you click the heart icon, it will turn red. Red means that it's been added to your favorites. And then here on the left, you can see I've already added the California HTML content group to my favorites as well. You'll also notice this red trash icon. This is the delete icon. This is only accessible to InfoBurst administrators. So now on the left, if we select favorites, we can see the two content groups that we've added to our favorites. So this is a quick way to view important content. There's also a search feature in the portal. We can search for any keyword in a file name or data for which a report has been bursted. So if we enter, let's say, California, it will return any content that contains that keyword. Let's go back to our portal home. There is the concept of sharing content within the portal. Let's go into our California PDF content group for performance by state. And let's share this with another portal user. So this first icon here, the blue icon with the arrow, allows us to share this content. We're asked for an email address, and we can type in a custom message and hit share. This will send an email notification to the recipient with the custom message you've provided and a link to the content within the portal. If they click the link, they're taken to the portal, they authenticate, and then the content is opened directly in their browser. They don't have to look for the content that you've shared. You can only share with other portal users that have access to the same content that you do. Let's look at the downloading and zipping feature of the portal. Let's go here into the Florida PDF content. And here we have all of our different versions. If we'd like to download one or more files, PDF files, on the top right you'll select the blue icon with the little lines. And this shows us all the different versions of content in this folder or in this content group. And from here we can simply click to download the latest version. So if I click the link, it will simply download the PDF file. If I'd like to download one or more files, I can select them. So let's say I want the last 3 versions. So I'll click these to activate them. And at this point I can either click to download them or I can select them, multiple files, and then select the download, which will produce a zip file of those folders, or excuse me, those files, and download the zip versus downloading individual files.